I hope that you are not your biggest op, your biggest opponent. The reason that you're not where you want to be when you could be financially, mentally, physically, because we have enough things working against you.
Racism, sexism, baby mamaism, shortism, chauvinism.
You don't need to be one of the things that don't believe in you, one of the things not rooting for you, one of those things throwing dirt on your own name. Don't be your biggest op. You have to practice positive self-talk. Every time you catch yourself being negative about your situation, the way you speak about yourself is very powerful because it's connected to your subconscious, right? And our subconscious can work in our favor or against us. And one way to program or to reprogram your subconscious is to make sure you are taking actions that are congruent with what you want out of life, right? So you saying how it probably won't work out, that's not congruent with what you want. Be hopeful. Hope that good things are going to happen. Stop assuming that the worst things will always happen to you. Stop assuming that you won't get what you really want out of life, because then in your subconscious, your actions are going to be congruent with that. So you're actually going to bring that into fruition. You're actually going to attract things that disappoint you and that let you down because you expected the shoe to drop before it even dropped. So your actions were in alignment with that shit dropping. Make sure that you replace it with a positive affirmation. Instead of saying you can't do it or you'll never get it done, I can do it, I just got to work harder, I just got to work smarter. Make sure that you're giving yourself positive self-talk. The way you talk to yourself really sets the bar not only for you but also for others. Value yourself. It is the most beautiful and empowering thing when a person realizes they are where they are, not because of anything else but their self, because in that moment you take your power back. Right? If you say something else is the reason why you failing and why you're not where you want to be, you're giving that thing or person your power. Don't do that. Take accountability. I know you don't want to hear it. It's my fault. Yes. Because you can only blame your parents for so long. You know, y'all may have came from a crappy household or from the hood like myself, but at some point you got to take accountability for where you are at and how your life is headed. Like, y'all ever see kids that come from the same household and they end up completely different paths? That's because one chose to make the best of their situation and to be determined, while the other chose to feel sorry for themselves. So don't let your past define your future, right? Isn't that what they say? I'm such a cliche, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. Sometimes being a cliche, doing cliche stuff, it's gonna bring your ass some cliche happiness, some cliche peace, some cliche success. Some people will say, well, it's hard because I'm black, because I'm old, because I'm fat, whatever it is, will be so great that they cannot deny you. Your talent, your work ethic, what you bring to the table is so undeniable because there will always be an exception to the rule. How many times have you heard it? I would never date a woman who got kids unless her ass is in shape and fine as hell. I would never work at a place like that unless they paid me a certain amount. I would never date a short guy unless he got a pocket full of money. It's always going to be the exception. So you can make excuses or you can go so hard that they don't have no choice but to open the door for you. They don't have no choice but to give you your props. They don't have no choice but to recognize your greatness. So make sure you aren't being your biggest op. You skip at the gym, op activities. You drinking when you know you shouldn't be, op activities. And if you feel like somebody else is your biggest op, that means you're probably giving them your power, which you can take back. It may be hard. You may have to leave with the clothes on your back. You may have to stop asking them for favors. But as long as you give your power to someone else, unless you're under the age of 18, it's really on you. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Being an adult means you got to take responsibility. That is all. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe.